This is Ella Howard, and in this short video, I'd like to show you how to add short quizzes inside your lecture materials in Panopto. So I'm working here with the video that I uploaded in my previous tutorial, and again, I'm going to go into that edit window. And now I'm going to choose quizzes. So this is a pretty straightforward process. What you're going to do is navigate to the position in the lecture where you want to add a quiz. So you can listen to the audio tracks. You can click through by using the progress bar here at the bottom and choose the places where you want to put the quizzes. This is not a technology that is set up to do very intensively thought-provoking quizzes depending on the content you're working with. So if you're working with something more computational, presumably that's something you could do, right? You could ask people to solve problems and put in the correct answer using material that you just showed them. In a history class, this is pretty limited, right? So what it lets me do, it only gives me a very narrow range of question types. So basically it's true, false, multiple choice, fill in the blank. So what I tend to do is to do multiple choice, or in most cases just simple true-false questions, and I like to position those, one every couple of minutes. As Joe Martel-Foley explained to me when I asked him about using this technology, he said really the point is to pause the video for people who have drifted off, right? And so in life we drift off. We're watching something and it's dreadfully boring for us, and we just lose focus and concentration. So maybe we start getting an email on our phone or something like that. This at least stops the video and calls your attention to the fact that you've drifted off. So because of that, the questions, they don't have to be terribly hard or challenging. It's the equivalent of like Netflix's "Are you still watching this?" perhaps inquiry. But so what I'm doing is putting in just really basic true-false questions to guide us through the material. So I've navigated to the position in the audio track where I want to add in my quiz. Well, it's also in the video track. And I did that by listening to the lecture and progressing to this point, but I spared you that torture. So now I'm going to go ahead and click on the Add a Quiz button. So this brings up the quiz template. It's pretty straightforward. I could do a simple true-false. Here, we'll call it something about decision making. And I could say tribal decisions were always made solely by the chief without input of other members. So I would make this a true-false question, and that obviously would be a false response. So the options that we're given are true or false, multiple choice, multiple select, or fill in the blank. So that's not great in terms of open-ended questions. As a historian, I would much rather have quiz questions that I might say, what do you think? Why do you think this? Can you analyze this? But that's really not the purpose of this type of quiz. So once I've done this and I've made all of the edits that I want to make, I can continue adding questions here at this spot. Or if I'm done with this particular one, I can decide if I want to let them retake the quiz. I'm not doing this for any type of real grade because these are really just checkpoints. I do want to block advancing in the video until you answer the quiz to keep people from sort of fast forwarding over it. Then I could continue playing the video and continue adding more quiz sections. So for instance, I can play further. And then if I decide I wanted to add a quiz here, I would use this Add a Quiz button. So you can add, as far as I know, as many as you want. You can put another one at the end if you want to. And then when you're done, you're going to go ahead and hit Apply. And when you hit Apply, that will keep those quizzes embedded in the video, and they will now be part of the video file.